as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keelan Russell. Got the back over the middle. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Hill. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds a man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 45 on his way. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown tie. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And while that last pass was complete, it's left them in an even worse situation on third down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He'll try it again. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. To the air, it's Hart. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Behind the chains now on second and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
To the air, it's Hart. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game.